think Sandra is definitely an angel of sorts.
She's just every day out there living and breathing compassion.
She's just fabulous.
She's very friendly, very outgoing.
She really cares about you, not just because she has to, but because she really does.
One of the very special ones.
She's kind of like a bit of my hero.
My name is Sandra, and I am a mom of two beautiful little girls, 2.5-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Not only is she a mother of two, she also works full-time at Toyota Financial, and she volunteers at various charities in our community. Community's Child, the 1736 Family Crisis Center, the YMCA Boys and Girls Club, and various food shelters around our community.
She's a great mom, she's a great wife.
My husband and I have been together almost 19 years, and when we first met, I was, the good old days, the nice thin days when everything was perky and stayed where it was supposed to stay.
I think she's a beautiful person, and beauty's, it's much more than what's on the surface, and she's beautiful on the surface, but it's what's inside that counts.
One thing about Michael, and he's never asked me to change anything. He always tells me, I love you the way you are, I loved you when I met you, I love you just the way you are. But I like to be heard, but not necessarily seen. So I like being in the background, and I'm just very insecure when it comes to my body.
She was not happy with certain spots on her body, and her breasts and her stomach, and certain, her arms and legs and so forth.
Having both girls really wreaked havoc, I think, on my stomach. So I have stretch marks now, which I didn't have before, and I do have a lot more belly fat, and the weight that was easier to lose before isn't as easy to lose anymore. It's just kind of stuck there, just in places where I didn't think you can actually have fat go. So it's totally changed my tummy. I have definitely dreamed about having my pre-baby body back, but I just knew that I couldn't afford it. So it was always in the back of my mind, but not something that I thought would be a reality.
I'm Tara, and I'm the Executive Director for Community's Child, which is a nonprofit organization providing services for homeless and low-income moms with small children throughout the South Bay community. I met Sandra when we were building this house, and Sandra had been looking for an organization to do some volunteer work with, and she found us on the internet. She showed up at the front door during construction, and she has just been an amazing part of Community's Child ever since. She is such a go-getter. If there's a need out there, Sandra sees the need, sees past the need, and just finds a way to fill that need.
She's a very nice, loving, caring person.
Many of these moms are very displaced. They're running to get someplace safe, so they have nothing. They have their children, which are newborns, but they have no photos, no memories, no nothing.
So we got the moms together, we took pictures of all the kids in action, and we put them together in albums. So when they get older, they'll have those albums and those memories of their moms and what they went through.
This woman managed to round up 3,600 pounds of food to feed the children that were displaced from the summer feeding programs from the schools. She can manage to find 200 Christmas presents for needy kids in the community within 2 days. She is amazing. If she can't find it donated, she will pull it out of her own pockets, and she does for these women all the time.
And I thank God for having sent her to Community's Child.
She has actually gone into her work and motivated every one of her associates to step up, do bake sales, do one of the candygrams. There was just an amazing amount of things that she has challenged all these people to do.
She gives as though she's giving to her own family. So it makes a big difference. She just doesn't do it just because. She does it because she really wants to, and when she does it, she gives 110% of herself.
She isn't just a volunteer. Sandra has taken the community on. And I think her line, which is really beautiful, is it might not be a great time to invest in the money markets, but it sure is a really good time to invest in your community.
When Tara learned that there was a mommy makeover, Tara sent a letter on behalf of Sandra nominating her.
I didn't know when I wrote the letter for Sandra that Sandra was really hoping to have something done. I just knew that she was very deserving, and I phoned her. I remember calling her up and saying, I really want to nominate you for this. I think you're really beautiful, but do you want this? And she was like, oh my goodness, it would be so exciting.
Congratulations, we have selected you to become the ultimate mommy makeover.
I was so surprised when I got the phone call.
She really deserves to be rewarded in such a capacity.
the first thing that went through my mind was, I know that someone else deserves this more than me.
I can't think of anyone more deserving than Sandra. And what makes it so special and so sweet is Sandra didn't even think she was deserving.
When Sandra first told me she was going to get the mommy makeover, I knew it's something that she always thought she wanted to do, but never thought she could. It's like a dream.
The opportunity that she's won is just fabulous because she's just beaming. Nothing. I can't do anything wrong. Everything I do wrong, she's still happy. So she must be really happy.
This is by far the best thing, one of the best things that's ever happened. I'm still in awe. I still can't believe it.
To me, she represents the mommy to all the children in the area here. Sandra goes out of her way. She probably finds ways to serve over 1,500 children in a year in this community. That's Sandra's just whole heart, as well as being a mommy to her own children, is she can't stand to see other children going without or hurting. So she is the South Bay mommy.
She's super mom. I think she's going to look fantastic. I always thought she did, but now this will be, even more so. It's just like icing on the cake.